Caitlin Clark's huge $15 million offer, mind-boggling payday, and career switch plans. Caitlin Clark's WNBA basketball season is over, but that does not mean the Indiana Fever star is putting her feet up and relaxing in the offseason. Some players relax, others go on vacation. Caitlin Clark chooses to try and dominate another sport. Clark, 22, enjoyed a spectacular debut season in the WNBA, picking up the Rookie of the Year award and breaking numerous records. Her brilliance on the court has seen her stature and marketability grow to seismic levels away from the sport. With great fame comes great fortune, and the Indiana Fever guard has had more than enough lucrative offers to set her up for life. Irish Star Sport has a look at some of the offers the Iowa native has already received. Patrick Mahomes on private Caitlin Clark meetings as NFL star and wife enter WNBA talks. Read more. Caitlin Clark sends two-word message to Lexi Hull as Indiana Fever star joins Unrivaled. Headlining the new basketball division. Clark was determined to take a break from basketball after an exhausting first season. While she broke various individual records, her campaign ended in frustration as Fever failed to reach the playoffs. The guard had her eye on trying something completely different, which we will go into later. However, before she could embark on her new sporting quest, she was reportedly pursued by Unrivaled, the new 3-on-3 basketball division. David Levy, the co-founder of the division, was so determined to snap her up, he even hinted that the division could be moved to Clark's home state, Iowa, if she signed up. In an interview, he said, "If we're lucky enough to get Caitlin Clark, are we going to travel to Iowa?" Before his business partner, Minnesota Lynx star Napheesa Collier, added, "I think we might have a couple more rookies in there. That might be a hint." Clark was offered the opportunity by Ice Cube's Big Three Basketball League to become the first ever woman to compete in a North American men's professional basketball league. At Indiana Fever, Clark is believed to earn $76,000 per year. A move to the Raptors division would have reportedly seen her earn a $10 million, £7.7 million, salary plus a percentage of team ownership worth millions, 50% of merchandising revenues from her name and likeness, and ownership of a Big Three documentary with a seven-figure advance, according to co-owner Jeff Quadenetz. When asked a question about her interest in the division, Clark said she found out about the offer at the same time as journalists and the rest of the media. Quadenetz responded to her quote by accusing agents of not revealing the offer to her. Caitlin Clark floored by Simone Biles and Gabby Thomas in Indiana Fever locker room. Caitlin Clark makes drastic changes on golf course ahead of Pro-Am tournament. He said, "We have reason to believe these male agents and executives controlling the sport never even shared our trailblazing offer with Caitlin, let alone facilitated Caitlin meeting with the Big Three to discuss the opportunity. From our perspective, these representatives don't seem to work for an individual client like Caitlin. They seem to work for the NBA mob, as their client list is a who's who of NBA players. Do we expect them to prioritize Caitlin over the NBA, the top employer of their most highly paid clients? The NBA commands by fear, and they make sure their industry of agents, lawyers, managers, and networks stay in line. And that line is to prevent Big Three success, even if it stunts the growth of women's basketball." At the start of October, Clark announced that she would be putting basketball to the side this winter to chance her arm in golf. She linked up with LPGA legend Annika Sorenstam to compete in the Annika Pro-Am event between November 13th and 17th. Announcing her participation at the iconic Pellicle Golf Club in Bel Air, Florida, Clark said, "I love golf, so the opportunity to play in the Pro-Am for a tournament with a legend like Annika Sorenstam's name on it is so exciting." She added, "I'm looking forward to seeing all the LPGA players on the driving range, being part of the Women's Leadership Summit, and, of course, teeing it up in the Pro-Am with Annika.